Going to the mechanic tomorrow? Well, I wish you the best of luck, sir. Let's see, how can I do this? I think we'll put you guys up here. I don't know. Seems like a logical place to go. Let's see. Can you see down here? Yes, you can. All right. Now, time for a little bit of disassembly. Let's see how bad this half-inch drive Milwaukee impact gun is. That's one. That's two. Should probably go get little baggies too. We'll take the calipers off on either side. Take the caliper brackets off either side. And then should probably leave the rotor and the hub on for just a little while longer because I want to lay this up in the truck and figure out the droppage. Seized on there. It's pretty damn good. I'm gonna need a hammer. Not really worried about saving any of this stuff because all of this stuff is gonna have to be replaced. Like I said, this truck caught on fire. So unfortunately I can't reuse the parts. Not really worried about salvaging anything. Unfortunately. Once I get the brake pads unseized from the rotor. Might just end up going after the whole caliper bracket. Let me see about that. Hey, first guess.
Hey.
Look at that. All right. Now we can test out the real meat of this half-inch drive impact. What do we got? If I can read it. Sorry, it's just a 24 millimeter bolt. We got this sucker set to 3. We got a full charge, and I don't know if you can see how rusty this bolt is, but not only is this bolt really rusty, it's been heated up and corroded and rusted on there, so let's just see. 3, 2, 1. Wowzers, I need hearing protection. It's loud. I don't know if this is going to come off or not. Can I get it to go? that's one of the greatest feelings right there. Woo! Not only was it rusted on there, we had blue Loctite on there too. So that was a 24 millimeter bolt. No penetrant, no breaker bar, pure power of the Milwaukee half-inch impact gun. I don't know what else to say other than it was worth the investment. In my opinion, if you want the best, just buy the best. And I think this is the best one. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. Yes, don't open it. Okay. Mom just asked to wait till she got home. Okay. Running out of juice. Time for a fresh battery. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Let the power of the gun do the work, and success. 2 for 2. Not bad for the Milwaukee M18. And this is the H96A serial number. So, well worth the money. Hearing protection is a good idea too. That freaking thing is loud. Texas Patriots, so that's kind of what I got here. So the international, so I was looking at an international terrace star the other day too, but that's what we got here. Big 10 lugs. Not semi-patterned, but I can get aftermarket wheels for these. So, much larger than the GM 10 by 7 1/4. So we're looking up. We just got to make it work. My main goal is to just get the axle out from under it, so I got to do the steering linkage, the pattern bar, and then drop out the radius arm bolt from the back, and then I can drop the axle out and then get this frame back outside where it needs to be. But so far so good. Safe. Everybody's safe. Still got all my fingers and toes. Where's the hammer at? Well, that was easy. See if this got enough juice to do it. I don't know if this is going to do it or not, but... Milwaukee M12 3/8 drive, right angle impact ratchet. Getting it done. Tell you what, that's the first time I had to break out anything to cut on this yet. And if you don't have any M18 Milwaukee, I suggest you get some. These things are awesome. Milwaukee's coming in for the clutch today. Between the grinder, the 1/2-inch impact gun, and the 3/8 angle impact ratchet, freaking killing it today. Couldn't do it as easily without those tools. Heck yeah. Monster bolt. 30 millimeter. M18. 1/2-inch friction ring. Impact driver. H96A serial number. A beast. Nothing stopping it today. Nothing stopping it. .30 millimeter. Ha! Give me a break. The front end is out of an F450 or 550. 2015-ish, give or take a little bit. I'm really just hunting the front axle. That's what this is all about, really. It's got the big radius arms in it. I wanted these big hubs out here. These are the 10 by 225s, opposed to the 10 by 7 1/4s. So I can fit an aftermarket wheel on this, no problem. Direct bolt-on, 10 by 225 Ford pattern. So 20, 22s, 24s. The guy gave me a really sweet deal on this front clip because the truck had caught on fire. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come for me. I'm feeling pretty good so far. The bad omens are gone. We got some new life getting breathed into this thing. So I got it really cheap because he felt like this was just scrap iron. And what was cool was the fact that this was already a front clip. This was just sitting off to the side in some trees. I didn't have to take a body off of it or anything like that. It was sitting basically as you see it, just like this, just basically in a corner. And it just took me some time to find it. But after putting some work in, wandering around the yard, it was like angels. Ah! A beam of light came down on it and said, this is what you need right here. And I went to go buy it yesterday, and I walked away from it again because I still just wasn't sure if this is what I needed or what I wanted. And after walking away from it again, coming home, doing some thinking, talking to a builder friend here on TikTok, we just basically said we're going to stick to the plan. I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to go down the road that I think this is the best option to modify this axle for a drop, and we're going to go for it again. Similar to like what I did over here, but better. So I modified one axle already, so I kind of already know what I want to do, but this was a forged drop axle. This one is just a steel tube, so a little bit different build style, and it's going to be a little bit easier for me to modify this one. So I talked about possibly getting involved with narrowing the track width on this, and I'm not going to. I'm going to build it in the factory track width and then come over to the truck and modify the fenders, I think, to give it a more aggressive bump out here in the fender well, because that will incorporate with how I want to run my running boards out to the back of the truck. So, I mean, everything else is going to get cut up, so might as well just, Hi.
Oh, wow. This is quite
Even she said, oh, wow. It's always a good thing when they walk in the garage door and their first response is, oh, wow. Just saying. Give me a second while I go kiss the boss. Okay.
He said the older one, and then this and the other one.
I'll check them out in a minute.
No, it's fine. You can say
Yeah. Buster Rock. Yes. So, to kind of go more in depth with your question. So this over here, and I don't know why I'm not walking over there to it. As long as I don't kill myself. Let's see, how can I show you? So I already did it once. This axle that I already modified is out of a GMC 3500 HD. This has the 10 by 7 1/4 GM bolt pattern. This was an old Spicer drop axle, and I dropped it even more. If I can show you. So I dropped it even more. And while this part is okay, I'm not happy with how all of this is happening out here with the bag and the shock mount. So this is all crappy. I'm going to do a better job on this one. But one of the reasons why I wanted to upgrade my axles was because of wheels. I don't want to run the 19.5-inch wheels. And I can get factory bolt-on 20, 22s, and 24s for the 10. I don't need 10 by 10 adapters. because I can just run the 10 by 225 direct bolt-ons for this hub. So if I really wanted to, I could get the 10 by 10 adapters later on down the road if I want a different wheel or possibly the bigger bolt pattern. But that's why I'm going with this, is I can get factory wheels for this hub. So that's what that's about. I use the adapters on the Chevy Dually project in the summertime, and I would prefer not to use adapters. So that's another reason why I did the axle swap. While I took 3 steps backwards on this build, these are the axles that I should have went with in the beginning. I'm going to run the same in the back. I'm going to pull them out of the chassis cab, out of the F450 or 550. They either have the 488 or the 513 gears, same bolt pattern, 10 by 225s. And just an overall more stout axle. Bigger brakes, the bigger bolt pattern will give me the ability to run a more open selection of wheels, and overall just better. And actually, depending on how I build the front end, they actually make an airbag kit for this in the front that just bolts in. I'm not saying I'm going to use that, but I might try to like pull some of the design from that and put it into what I'm building. So, I don't know, some big changes, a lot. The brakes are bigger, much, much bigger. I didn't realize how much bigger they were until I got it in the house and compared it to what was. So the fact that I got bigger brakes up front will help as well. So that's an added bonus. And like I said, I just plan on doing a better job when it comes to making the drop axle. The only thing I haven't decided is whether or not I'm going to make a 4-length for the front, or if I'm going to reuse the stock radius arm. There's a possibility of me using the radius arm. I'm not sure yet. All right, well, listen up, everybody. It's 10 after 4, East Coast time. I got a really good jump on taking this thing apart. I'm going to go grab some coffee, go check up with my wife, see how her day was today, see how the kids are doing. Download some of this content, so this way here I have it. I'll probably be live later on tonight to finish taking this apart and get this front axle out. So, made some really good progress. Jumped off the deep end again for the Viking project. Got a new axle build coming up here in the coming weeks, coming days, coming weeks. What are you doing? He's making himself at home. Caesar, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's one of our rescue dogs. It's a good dog. Mix of pit and black lab. Caesar, say hi.
Hello, puppy.
But that's where we're going to wind up leaving it off for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, tapping the screen. I'll be back out later tonight. Kind of regroup, sweep the floor, that kind of sort of stuff. I got the caliper and the caliper bracket over here, and then the radius arms, and then we'll be able to drop this out and make a plan moving forward. Yeah, I thought for a second there I was like thinking about you were talking about me. Now I'm kind of like bummed, man. Jeez. No, the dog? Yeah. That's one of 2. He's a good dog. Handsome dog. Yes, he is. So, Reckless One, get out there. Hopefully, soon you'll be able to work on your 64 C10. Astro Dog, thanks for hanging out for the stream and tapping the screen, sending them likes in. And keep a watch out. We got a lot of content coming up for this beast back here. So, I'll talk to everybody soon. I challenged my build today. Go out and challenge yours. Be safe, God bless, and I'll see you in the next live stream and or video. Until the next one.